Good evening and welcome to American Farewell, for the channel where we honor America's greatest legends. Today we remember another icon who left us.
Tom Lehrer, the legendary American satirical songwriter and mathematician, passed away on July 26, 2025, at the age of 97. His death was confirmed by the Associated Press, which reported that he died peacefully at his home in Cambridge, Massachusetts, from natural causes, APnews.com. Tom was one of the most unique voices in American culture, entering Harvard University at just 15, graduating 3 years later, and earning his master's degree in mathematics by age 19. In the 1950s and 60s, he became famous for his witty and razor-sharp satirical songs, such as Poisoning Pigeons in the Park, The Elements, The Vatican Rag, and National Brotherhood Week. His music blended cheerful melodies with biting social and political commentary, tackling Cold War fears, religious rituals, and everyday absurdities. Lehrer released his first album independently in 1953 and, despite no mainstream promotion, it sold nearly 500,000 copies. He gave only around 100 live performances in his entire career, preferring the quiet of academia over the spotlight. He contributed songs to NBC's That Was the Week That Was and PBS's The Electric Company, but by the late 1960s, he had largely stepped away from performing to focus on teaching. For decades, Tom taught mathematics and musical theater at Harvard, MIT, and UC Santa Cruz, inspiring students with his humor and intellect. In 2020, in an act of generosity, he placed all his songs into the public domain, allowing anyone to use them freely. He once said, "I have never been motivated by money, and this is just the logical next step." Glowing star emotional note. Tom Lehrer wasn't just a songwriter, he was a brilliant mind who proved that humor could be a powerful tool for truth. His work influenced generations of comedians and musicians, from Weird Al Yankovic to Stephen Sondheim. Friends, fans, and fellow artists remember him as a man of humility, intellect, and kindness. Rest in peace, Tom Lehrer. Your clever words, brilliant wit, and gentle heart will live on forever. Jane Morgan, a celebrated American singer, Broadway performer, and television personality, passed away on August 4, 2025, at the remarkable age of 101. She died peacefully in her sleep at her home in Naples, Florida, from natural causes, leaving behind a legacy that spanned decades in music, theater, and television. Born Florence Catherine Currier on May 3, 1924, in Newton, Massachusetts, Jane showed an early love for music. She studied classical voice at Juilliard School of Music, preparing for a career in opera, but life took her on a very different path. While performing in New York nightclubs to support her studies, she was noticed by talent scouts and began working under the stage name Jane Morgan. Her career took a dramatic turn when she traveled to Paris, where she signed with Polydor Records and became a sensation across Europe. Her charming stage presence and ability to sing fluently in multiple languages won her international fans. Her breakthrough in America came with the timeless song, Fascination, which not only climbed to number 7 on the Billboard charts but was also featured in the Audrey Hepburn film Love in the Afternoon. In the years that followed, Jane's rich, warm voice filled living rooms across the U.S. as she became a regular face on television. She appeared more than 50 times on The Ed Sullivan Show, headlined concerts around the globe, and performed for U.S. presidents including John F. Kennedy, Richard Nixon, Gerald Ford, Jimmy Carter, and George H. W. Bush. She even sang for world leaders like French President Charles de Gaulle. On Broadway, Jane shone in musicals like Can-Can, The King and I, and Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, earning praise for her versatility and stage charisma. Her remarkable career brought her 6 gold records, countless hit singles, and in 2011, a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, a lasting tribute to her influence on American entertainment. In her personal life, Jane married film producer Jerry Weintraub in 1965. Together, they adopted 3 children, and Jane became stepmother to Jerry's son from a previous marriage. Although they separated in the 1980s, they remained close friends until Weintraub's passing in 2015. After mostly retiring from public performances in 1973, Jane stayed active in charity events, occasionally returned to the stage for special concerts, and even worked behind the scenes in the film industry, contributing to projects like Ocean's 11. Even in her later years, Jane remained a picture of elegance, always gracious to her fans, always carrying herself with the same poise she had in her prime. Her music continues to be played at weddings, romantic gatherings, and on nostalgic radio shows, keeping her voice alive for new generations. Rest in peace, Jane Morgan. Your voice was timeless, your grace unforgettable, and your contribution to the world of music and theater will never fade.